What's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday, May 14th. We are live as it gets for the FA Women's Cup final. Yes, Chelsea versus Manchester United. The first of two cup finals for Manchester United at Wembley this season. Of course, you've got the women's today, and then you've got the men's at the beginning of June. And we're going to be covering it all here at United View. So be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner as well. Now, obviously, and there might be some people today saying, I don't really watch a lot of women's football. I'm not really keeping up to date. You see, the big games. You see, obviously, the Lionesses did fantastic in the summer. Of course, winning the European Championships as well. But today, this is a big day for Manchester United. This is a big day for the women's team, certainly as well, because it's a big day for women's football, really. I mean, there's 80,000 fans expected at Wembley this afternoon. It's Manchester United's first appearance in the FA Women's Cup final as well. Also, VAR. VAR has been used for the first time as well. Chelsea, they're still well in the run for a double this year. They're still in the hunt for a double. These are the top two in the WSL. It wouldn't be an Owen stream without a siren, of course. United, they're looking for their first bit of major silverware too. But United's recent record against Chelsea women, it doesn't look good, yeah? It doesn't look good at all, because you've got 9 games played, 8 times Chelsea have won. Tough, yeah? Very, very tough. I don't even think United have beaten Chelsea recently or ever. So again, this is going to be United, certainly the underdogs here, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. It doesn't mean it's impossible at all. Of course, Chelsea tend to really dominate the English women's football game. Emma Hayes has done fantastic in her work there as well. United's ascent has been more recent. Chelsea have more history. As I mentioned, United haven't even beaten Chelsea before, but come on, we've got to believe. Just like yesterday with United against Wolves, which I was saying to Fleck the whole time, got to believe. That's the same thing we've got to do today, yeah? We've got to believe we can do this, and I'm latching on for this to actually push on the men's side of things, because the women have bragging rights. They'll say, look, we won at Wembley this year. Why can't you? Let's get a Manchester United FA Cup double at Wembley this season, yeah? That's what we're looking for. As far as team news is in. You've got Mary Earps in goal. You've got Hannah Blundell. You've got Turner, Maya Letizier, Battle, the captain, Zellum as well. You've got Ladd, Galton, Ella 2, Nikita Paris, and Alicia Russo up front too. See what some of you guys are saying in the chat as well. Queen Minna, obviously you would have seen the road trip earlier today as well, says, come on United, we're going to have full coverage outside Wembley today. Not only is Minna in the press box, we've got, I think Flex is at the game, Marcel's at the game. Who else is at the game for us today? I think there's a couple of others. So we're going to have full coverage. There's going to be fan views. We've got the match view here as well. Probably player ratings too. So it's a big day and a big game certainly as well. What else have we got here? SJ says, finally Owen solo match view. I know, we're turning back time. Share settings. If fact, I'm not going to break into song. That would be terrible. Sifo says, Russo hat-trick incoming. I hope so, certainly. Again, I think that Chelsea, certainly the favourites, but already you can see right there, Wembley Stadium is packed out. As I said, I think they said 80,000 fans to be in attendance today. And here's hoping. I mean, again, here's hoping. That's what we've got to look for as well. As far as the Chelsea team, you've got Berger, Perisset, Eriksson, Charles, Leopolds, Cuthbert, Lauren James, of course, used to play for Manchester United as well. Sister of Reece James too. Fleming, Wrighton and Sam Kerr up front. I was just watching the coverage. If you do want to watch the coverage as well as watch on the watch along today, if you know what I mean. It's on BBC, and they were really hyping up Sam Kerr. They were saying that, they were describing her as one of the best forwards in the world. There's obviously the Manchester United manager there, Mark Skinner, with his team waiting to lead him out Wembley. Look at that. Suave. He's got kind of wearing the same thing today, me and Mark Skinner. It's red. This is Under Armour. This is red. Yeah, and you know me. I never, very rarely wear a t-shirt. That's not really my thing. Mark Skinner just talking to Emma Hayes there before kickoff as they lead their teams out. That's what I like as well about FA Cup finals at Wembley. There's just something, isn't there, quite iconic with the manager leading out their players. I really enjoyed that. I think that just adds to it certainly as well. Come on though, let's get a win. Charles says, good morning, Owen, watching from Florida. as well. SJ says, share also if you believe in love. After love, lots of share. Well, lots of share to share. Well, actually, is it if you believe? I believe it's do you believe? Do you believe in love after love? That's how it goes. I believe. Is that right? No? I'm not sure. But the players are in the tunnel. Managers in front of their respective teams. Officials there waiting to be drawn out as well. Here we go. Emma Hayes looks ready, it must be said. So does Manchester United too. Come on. How are we all feeling today as well? Get your comments up on the screen as always. This will be fun. I like doing the solo match views. They're quite interactive. We can talk about anything you want really whilst the game's going on too. This takes me back to the World Cup. I did like a million of these. A million of these during the World Cup for all kinds of games. So this is a nice throwback as well. Chris says, Owen for X Factor confirmed. I mean, if the show was around, Chris, if the show was still a thing, I definitely wouldn't be on that. Do you know who's actually a really good singer? By the way, Paolo. Paolo is a great singer. Seriously, you should. I think if you go to his Instagram, there's him singing. Go and give him a follow. He's going to represent Portugal in Eurovision one day. I can feel it. I was watching that last night as well. Gosh, what a train wreck. There he is. Prince William. Future king. Next in line to the throne. Shaking the hands of the Chelsea team. The Prince of Wales. His Royal Highness. Owen, do you believe my new ringtone? So, you know. Julie says, come on, Paris. Yes, indeed, Nikita Paris. Minna did an interview of Nikita Paris. That's actually on the channel. It's a YouTube short, but it's well worth a watch. It's really, really good. And Minna's been covering all of the women's football for us this season, doing a fantastic job. I've seen that too. I saw some people say on social media today, good that you're covering the women, but why only do it for the final? If you're people that have been paying attention closely know that really since the beginning of the year, we've been following a lot of the women's football, breaking down barriers. Queen Mean is the best, literally the best. And she's been asking questions to Mark Skinner in press conferences. She's been going to home and away games. She's been absolutely killing it. And as I mentioned, she's there today in the press box at Wembley. As I mentioned, this is only going to grow. It really is. She is awesome. I believe the national anthems are just about to play. Samuel says, Owen, you look like Brad Pitt, but better, mate. Samuel, come on. Yeah, better. And not Brad Pitt now, Brad Pitt in his prime. Yeah, Fight Club territory. Facts. Factual. As mentioned, national anthems are just about to play. Bit of a long delay, isn't it, before they start? Now we're going to please stand for the national anthem. I'm not going to sing on this one either. That would be known as a disgrace. But I'll observe it, you know. Good national anthem. I still get it wrong. I still forget. God save the king, not the queen. I always forget. It's the equivalent of when it turns the beginning of the year and you write 2022 instead of 2023. That's what it feels like, the national anthem at the moment. I still forget. First time finalist though, Manchester United today. Can we make history? Let's make history. At the beginning of a end of the season filled with trophies for both the men's and the women's team. Oh, come on. That's what I'm looking for. But Chelsea, firmly the favourites. They've got a lot of history dominating women's football in England for the last, decade? Something like that. We could go to extra time and penalties. Lil Yo-Yo says, hope we get a Panenka today. You know what? Yesterday, I saw, it was at Wembley. Wembley's had a busy weekend. And it was Notts County in the Panorama Conference. What's it called? National League now? Whatever. They had their playoff final there. And they had a penalty shootout. And someone did a Panenka penalty and they hit the bar. And that would have been for them to win. Now, ultimately, they did win in the end. But, oh, my goodness me, I'd have been going crazy. But we could have penalties today. That's certainly a possibility. I haven't actually prepared for it, I don't think. In the World Cup, I had a full penalty shootout thing prepared. Can't really do that. So, see if you guys are saying as well. And Blue Dabadee Dabadai says Daesh Masterclass. Is that referring to what's going on now? What is going on in the Premier League at the moment? Oh, they're playing Everton, of course. Everton playing City. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm not getting enough sleep at the moment. Playing Man City. There's no way they could get a point, could they? Now we're getting a strange part of the season, aren't we? But we're not focusing on that. We're focusing on Manchester United versus Chelsea, or rather Chelsea versus Manchester United. Referee Emily Heaslip, captains, exchanging their what are they called? I never know what they're called. Those little things that they have. I used to have a couple from games back in the day, but I don't. What are they called? SJ says, don't know if I can name many Brad Pitt movies to BH. Wow. That to me sounds like a challenge. You've got Fight Club. You've got... He was in Deadpool 2. You've also got Benjamin Button. Ocean's 11, 12 and 13. Yeah, difficult. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. There you go, Lil Yo-Yo. That's one. That's where he met Angelina Jolie. But let me get ready so I get to make sure the timer's on correct. I've forgotten how to do all this. Players take the knee before kickoff. And we're off. They're still playing music. Oh, we're not off. It's a false start. Damn it. Disgrace cheat. I thought it was a really quick kickoff. I thought that was a quick kickoff. The music's still playing. And now we're off. A false start. Let's get a victory. First of 2 trophies United can win at Wembley this season. Women got to show the men how to do it. Ball up the pitch. Go on, we might be in behind here. Here's Ella Toon. Ball in the box. Early start. That's good! Early goal! Oh, out of nowhere, United have 1-0 up. Oh, the flag's up. Shit. Oh, what a start that would have been. VAR. VAR it. VAR. Check it. Check, please. Oh, what a start that would have been. Oh, it is offside. Shit. What a start. Was it off? Oh, I don't know about that. It's tight. Well, they're very sure, aren't they? How about that? Here come United again, though. Good start. Let's keep it going. Ball goes back. Here's Lauren James on the ball for Chelsea. Ella Toon. I think they might give a foul. Oh, wait a minute. Toon's down. She's holding her thigh. That doesn't look good. Here's a replay of it. Puts in. Dead leg. I think it'll be a dead leg. I think it should be fine. Oh, what a start that would have been for United. I think it is just offside, but it's tight. It was tight. Ella Toon just kind of limping a little bit. United's number 7. Looks to be in quite a bit of discomfort, though. Thing is, that's getting clipped. Yeah, Blue Dabbadee's right. It is getting clipped. It is. Definitely. Once upon a time in Hollywood. Absolutely. That would have been the... Sometimes you don't want to score too early, obviously, because then you've got to get... It would be a situation where it'd be 90 minutes, everyone behind the ball. But that just... You can get in behind. We've shown weakness so far, and we've shown we're up for it. And as I mentioned, showing the men how to do it. Start fast. Mark Skinner, not his first time in the FA Cup final. He brought, I think it was Birmingham to the final back in 2017. They lost to Manchester City. So not the first time he's been to Wembley for our final. First time United have, though, certainly. It's Chelsea just going to play it out from the back here. United trying to get their position off the ball. The sun is firmly out at Wembley today as well. Very hot day. It was a hot day in Manchester yesterday. Even Flex was commenting on the weather. Weatherview. And if you do like Weatherview, actually, Josh does a tremendous weather report most days on his Instagram page, at Just Josh Media. Be sure to check it out. Although he's a disgrace, because he told me he was going to make a scoreboard for me today. As you might be able to notice, this is the old scoreboard. Yeah? Old scoreboard. Because he said he was going to do it, and he didn't. Disgrace cheat. Here's Sam Kerr for Chelsea. Tries to skip past, trying to cut it back. Good defending. Turner. And now the flag's gone up. A bit late, wasn't it? Sam Kerr, though, she's the danger. Play a really high line. Tries to bend her run. Just. I mean, that is a really high line from United, though. I mean, that's right on the halfway line. But it's a free kick. Earps is going to take it. Speaking of goalkeepers, David De Gea, I think, officially won the Golden Glove Award yesterday, didn't he? Was it 16 clean sheets? Captain Caveman said those pesky ads. Yeah, apologies once again for the ads, guys. As I mentioned, well, it was mentioned yesterday during yesterday's match view, and it will be the same today. It's not us. It is not us. We are trying to fix it. We are talking to YouTube to try and fix it because everything's switched off when it comes to that. It's a new YouTube thing where you have the ability to place live ads during the streams, there's a button you can click to do it automatically. We never have it turned on, ever. We never have it turned on, and for whatever reason, it still does it. And I think what it is sometimes when they integrate things, obviously sometimes they don't work. When we do StreamYard shows, we found a way of doing it that it doesn't work, and we've managed to sort of overcome that. The annoying thing is we have to find workarounds, and we found a workaround for that. It never used to happen with streams that were set up through YouTube, but now it is. It's managed to infiltrate that, which is incredibly frustrating. So we would have nice flick there from Ella Toon. Here comes Galton. Overlap. Here's Nikita Paris. Zellum manages to give it back to Nikita Paris. Shrugs off the defender. Are we working the ball into the box? Here you go. Shot by Ella Toon. Blocked. Back to Toon in the box. Squares it. Katie Zellum. Ball in. Oh. Punch. I think that's a goal kick. Good start from United, though. Good start. Just Josh Media has got the eyeballs in the chat. He's a disgrace and he's a cheat. What is this? What is this? It's a disgrace. It's a cheat. But we have started well, certainly. Not convincing from the Chelsea keeper. But United have started the brighter. If you've just joined us, it's about over 6 minutes gone. 6 minutes 20 or 22. I'm not going to count every second. That would be very redundant. United have already had a goal ruled out for offside in the opening 20 seconds. Incredible scenes. Just offside was Ella Toon. But United have started well. That's a bit of a short pass back. Earps comes out, manages to clear it right up the pitch. Looks like it's going to go all the way back. No, header from Chelsea. Oh, no. Dun, 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 dun. Avram Glazer apparently is at Wembley today. He's got some nerve. He really has some nerve. Avram Glazer showing up at Wembley. What, talk about a way to ruin my day. He looks slick though, Mark Skinner. Taking fashion advice from moi. I mean, he's actually, dressed up appropriate and, had a haircut, unlike me, and had a shave, unlike me. And not just thrown on a zip-up hoodie, disgrace cheats. But he's done a good job. I really like his interviews, Mark Skinner. I've seen quite a few of his interviews, how he sort of discusses the game, breaks down the game. Very sort of modern coach, talking about the sort of modern aspects of the game. I saw an interview he did when he was talking about, is it zone 13 or zone 14? Something like that. I was like, oh. Chelsea have a player down, so both coaches trying to sort of get messages across to their player. Emma Hayes talking to her Chelsea players who, let's be honest, have started slower than United. If you're Mark Skinner, you'd probably say, look, it's going well. You've started well. It's going to be difficult to keep up the intensity. Big pitch at Wembley. Heat is there today, certainly. And they've got players missing, Chelsea as well. Big injuries, whereas United, they've had quite a lot of consistency this season in terms of team selection. As something that Skinner was asked about before the game. And he said that's a credit to the players, but also the team surrounding the players. A United team with a decent medical team. Can you believe it? Star-Lord said he's got more front than Blackpool. I think referring to Avram Glazer. Yeah. Got some nerve, ain't he? He's got some nerve. As Austin Baker has done. Get the Warsaws in the chat. Warsaws in the chat. Meh. Warsaw. Meh. I don't have any Warsaw. What's this? Oh, I have got that. That was me when I thought we'd scored in the opening 30 seconds. Ups with the ball up the pitch. Good touch. Here's Zulum. Chidima says, a little commentary, Owen. At least keep us involved. It was a break in play. Chidima. A player was down. And they were talking to their teams. Ball over the top. Goes up for a Chelsea throw. And 10 minutes gone, still 0-0. Captain Caveman says, is that Reece James' sister for Chelsea? It is indeed. And she used to play for United as well before she moved to Chelsea. Lauren James. Looks like Chelsea's going to be making a change. Haven't come on just yet. Thrown to Chelsea, though. Up the touchline. United win the header, or flick on. It was James who won the flick on. Sam Kerr. Ball, it's got to be offside. Surely. Lauren James is chasing it down. She knows she's offside. Well, that's got to be interfering with play, isn't it? That's interfering with play, ref. How is that not interfering with play? Flag's got to go up. Ah. It was ridiculous. It was a ball over the top. Lauren James was clearly offside. And then she knows she's offside, so she's slowing down. But then she blocks off the United player from getting the ball. And then for ages, they didn't put up the flag. She's clearly off. And Blue Dabadee Dabadai says, what were the players talking about, Owen? Oh, exactly. Maybe that's what I've got to talk about. Lil Yo-Yo says, Owen, have you ever met a football player? Yes, I have. I won't say which ones. You have a mixture of experiences, just like you do in life with people. Some people are saying that Haaland scored. Don't know if that's true. Back to Mary Earps. Game just settling down a little bit after that fast start from United, with the goal was ruled out for offside. Game's just slowing down. Millie Turner back in centre half. Gives it back to Earps once again. Earps is going to have to go long, I think. That's a foul! No foul given. Russo went down. Referee didn't give it. Nikita Paris is closing down the keeper. Put some pressure on. Oh. Good touch. United moving forward the ball here. That should be a United throw-in. Yeah. James puts it out for a United throw-in. Good start. And Blue Dabba Dabba says, Boy Kev does not count, Owen. Oh, well, then I haven't met any footballers. He was the only one. He's less of a footballer, more of an icon, I think, really. Oh, nearly went back. Chelsea keeper just manages to sweep up the ball there. And a throw out. Chelsea counter-attack. Got to get back in. Nikita Paris is full of energy, isn't she? Up and down the touchline, pressing people. That's a throw-in. Who to, though? Referee makes a decision, gives it to Chelsea. SJ says, Owen, please learn lip reading. Need to, don't I? Need to have more strings to my bow, certainly. It was a Chelsea throw-in. Correct decision by the officials. Throw-in to Chelsea, though, up the touchline. United won it back, though. Here comes Galton. Nikita Paris once again lays it off to Zullum. Turner. Hannah Blundell. Oh, short. It's a short pass. Counter-attacks on. United. Nikita Paris wins it back again. She had a good start. Here's Galton. Ella Toon. Toon. She's in the box. Back heel. Nikita Paris. Takes a shot. Right down the goalie's throat. Starlord says ice water or ice coke. Nowadays, more water. I've kind of gone off fizzy drinks, apart from obviously the classic Monster Energy drink, which, you know, the addiction is strong. I've kind of gone off fizzy drinks. United have got good build-up play, though. And again, they do look like the more dangerous team. But I think it's just given Chelsea's experience, given their dominance, given that they've got people like Sam Kerr in the team, you just don't want to give them a chance, do you? But it's a good start from United. Nearly 15 minutes gone, 0-0. That's a United throw-in. Again, so far, United 3 shots, 1 on target. Just shading possession, 56%. Certainly more passes, 59 passes to 32 from Chelsea. Started the game better, no doubt. Was that a free kick to Chelsea? Raymond says, is Queen Bee at the match, Owen? Yes, wow. Minna, of course, is there. She did the road trip today. She's in the press box with Just Josh Media, Graphics Guru, Visual Ninja. And as I mentioned, also at the game today, Flex, Marcel, I think some others. I forget who, though. So we're going to have some reactions outside of the stadium. And yeah, it's going to be a great day for women's football, certainly, and hopefully a great day for United too. Also, later on today, keep an eye out because there is going to be, yet to be determined when and what, but there is going to be a video / live about the latest takeover news at Manchester United as it comes into. So don't worry, we've got all bases covered. Tomorrow, as always, morning view, followed by the tactical view, and then 6 p.m. full view with the full panel. So it's all go. here at United View, no doubt about that. Remember, you can also join the UV Members Club. Links in the video description. It's also the pinned comment in the live chat. Get your badges, your emojis, and your exclusive members-only content. You also get a new perk, the ability to call in. Call in. Get yourself on the United View, on the full-time view. Yesterday was the first full-time view that had the call-in feature. Really, really, really enjoyed speaking with you guys and really enjoyed that. I think we can build that out, make that even more interactive. So, yeah, you can call in if you're a member now, which is fantastic. Here's Lauren James. Ooh, I think that's a foul. It's just on the edge. She had beaten her, yeah. Blundell, she was beaten by James, no doubt about it. Got past her, dived in, and I think just luckily, it was just outside the box. Yeah. It's a free kick. Turner's trying to complain to the ref. Nothing to complain about. It's a foul. So free kick to Chelsea. First real big opportunity for Chelsea. One ball in. Flicked on by Nielda from Chelsea. Oh, kept in. I thought they were going to let it go out for a goal kick. Here's Alessia Russo. It's gone out for a Chelsea friend. Maybe she's got to let it go there. I mean, Ella Toon had like sprinted up the pitch, but I'm not sure that was the right call. Again, it's just a ball in. Flick on. And I thought it was going to go out. Alessia Russo was like, no, I'm keeping it in. Some really good questions coming in here, such as from Blue Dabba Dabba. Do you like milk, Owen? I do like milk, but I've discovered something recently about myself that I don't think I can actually drink it. I think I've become lactose intolerant, which is not good. But I like milk. But yeah, bit of a someone describe it as a disgrace. What else have we got here? Lil Yo-Yo says, let's be optimistic. Fleck Al-Thani with a last-minute 6 billion bid. Yeah. Flex is making calls. He's not, by the way. Just there's no connection. Nikita Parrish tries to flick it around the player. Gives the ball away. Oh, she might win it back here. That's a foul. Well done. I really like Nikita Parrish. I think she's a really good player. I think she's got energy. She's quick. Strength as well. That's the thing with United. United got a good attack. That sort of front four of Paris, Toon, Galton, Russo. There's goals in there. There's energy in there. There's pace in there. That's the danger today, certainly, isn't it? Mary Earps also had a fantastic season too. So United got strong players. As United look to play it out from the back here. Love says, Owen, how come you're not on the watch-alongs anymore? Do you know what it is? It's because I have a million things that I'm doing during a match day as well. Obviously, behind-the-scenes stuff a lot of the time. Also, the full-time view. Also, some other things. It's just, you know, there's a million different things. I'm spinning several plates. And plus, we have a fantastic team for the match views, whether it's KG, Minna, Paolo, DJ. Even the new people in there. Obviously, Haley, obviously. Obviously, you've got Micah, Raf. It's... yeah, the team is teaming, as Flex would say at United View. So that's why. And obviously, like I said, we're doing a lot post-match stuff as well. So nothing nefarious. Throw in to Chelsea. Obviously, you never know in the future for maybe big games or games where that isn't required. Then you never know. But I'm around. You saw, yes, it's all the other day. Absolutely smashed Josh at FIFA on the day after. Well, later on in the day after FIFA, after Flex and KG play FIFA. Coming soon to an episode of UV Raw. Austin Baker says hard candy or taffy. I've heard of that, but I'm not sure if I would have had either. There is the Prince of Wales sitting up in the stands. Is he still like honorary chairman of the FA or something like that? Or is he chairman of the FA? Something like that. I know he has something to do with the FA. Chelsea playing it out from the back. Ball up the pitch. Headed by Turner. Katie Zellum takes it down. Turner goes all the way back to Mary Earps in goal. Tell you what, I think Mary Earps has got better distribution than David De Gea. United actually does. Here's Turner again. She's telling the midfielders to spread out, make a bit more space. Nice, well done by Ella Toon. Basher cuts it back. Oh, nearly to Alessia Russo. United look dangerous. Oh, that cut goes almost out for a corner. Sam Kerr being marked very tight by Letizia. Letizier, excuse me. Pronunciation, Owen. Blundell gets there ahead of Lauren James. All the way back to Mary Earps. United are playing well. Opening 23 minutes. I've liked what I've seen from United. Calm, composed, playing it out from the back. Oh, that was nearly a jinx. They look dangerous going forward as well. Look at that composure playing out from the back. That's what I want to see every Saturday and Sunday. That was easy. I mean, honestly, David, take a note. Ask Mary Earps how to do it. She can do it. Red Baron with a super chat says, thing about being state-owned is that you have one ethos/philosophy to think about, not the interest of multiple shareholders wanting this and that, referring to the takeover stuff. Well, certainly takeover stuff, as I mentioned, we are going to have something going up later today discussing the latest takeover news. It's quite interesting. Some reports did come out this morning saying that, you know, it's such like 4D chess and game of succession, isn't it? And with those believing that the reports that have come out are kind of an attempt to push bids up higher or ball over the top. Nikita Paris was nearly there. So we're going to be covering that later today, as always. Ivor says, is this on UK TV? Indeed it is. BBC One. The British Broadcasting Corporation is broadcasting the game live from Wembley. But so far, nearly 25 minutes in, coming up to 24th minute, I think United have been a better team. I've liked what I've seen, and I think Mark Skinner will have as well. Again, really good questions. Love said, what was your go-to cereal when you were a kid, Owen? My favourite cereal. There wasn't really one, you know what I mean? I'm very much, particularly with food, I'm one of these people that I'll find something I like and then I'll eat it like every day for like 25 days and then I'll be like, I'm sick of this food and I'll never eat it again. That's what I'll do. I used to really like, what were they called? Honey Loops? What were they called? I used to really like Honey Loops when I was a kid. Honey Loops cereal. Is that what they were called? Yeah, I used to really like them. Can't go wrong with Weetabix. I used to have a shit ton of sugar on it, though. Really bad for you. Now, not Honey Nut Cheerios. These are different. These are not Honey Nut Cheerios. These are Honey Loops. They had a B on the front of them. So, I used to like that. Crave. They used to do a white chocolate version of Crave that you can't find anywhere. You can't find anywhere the white chocolate Crave anymore. I just really like that. Mary Earp's going to kick the ball up the pitch. And legitimately, way superior distribution to David De Gea. It's not even... Honestly. United have actually played out from the back really well. As Emma Hayes talking to her coach on the sideline. Trying to find the best way of attack. Because I think they're struggling at the moment against United. They're struggling to get through. The fence is doing really well. And United look dangerous on the break too. T says, wait, is the game that poor that we're discussing cereals? No, it's actually a very good game. If you are new to these solo match views with myself, this is just kind of how unprofessional I am with some of these match views. I used to do it for any game, particularly pre-season. Pre-season, that might be different when it comes to the match views, of course. We're still trying to figure out the timings. Obviously, United's pre-season tour is of the United States. So because of that, there might be some really late kickoffs. So I'm sure I'll be involved with those ones as well. They're always fun. I really enjoyed the pre-season match views last year. I did them with Marcel, DJ, Steph. I did one with, I think. So I really enjoyed the pre-season match views. They're a lot of fun. Pre-season tour is just great. And we're going to be upping it, of course, this year. Oh, good feet. Really good feet. Russo. Really good feet. And then just pass too short. Goes to Lauren James. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Be sure to smash a like on the like button if you haven't already, guys. And subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. As I mentioned, full reaction from the Women's FA Cup final coming later today outside of Wembley. Ball at the pitch, flick on. United defend it really well again. Letizier clears it. Really good defender, Maya Letizier. And for those wondering, she is not related to Matt Letizier, but is from Guernsey, where he is from. But not related. Here's Lauren James. Down the wing, ball. Attempted ball in the box, goes straight over the bar for a goal kick. United, I think, have nullified her wow. Obviously, you got the strong weapons in Lauren James, Sam Kerr. Haven't really had too much of a kick so far. Coming up to half an hour gone, still 0-0. Closest to a goal that we've got was that disallowed goal after 30 seconds for United. Starting to see Russo drop a bit deeper to try and get a bit involved. Hasn't had a ton of touches on the ball in this first half. Been largely a midfield battle. But I think about that United have looked comfortable in. You can see Russo surrounded by like 3 players. Certainly the danger player that they're worried about, Chelsea. But United once again playing it out from the back. Looking confident. Ball out to Galton. Is that a United throw-in? Indeed it is. Captain Caveman says, only 14 days left to the Premier League season. Gone so quick. Indeed, I remember the opening day. Well, opening weekend. I remember doing that match for you with DJ and KG. 2-0 down. What a disaster. I might be one of the last times I wore a United shirt on a stream. I've decided to stop wearing them after that day. Throw into Chelsea, though. I believe there's a Mexican wave going on inside Wembley Stadium at the moment. Good pass. Nikita Paris turns out. Not many options. Is she going to go alone? Going to wait for people to catch up. Indeed, she does. Toon can turn out a bit. Looks for Nikita Paris. Might be offside. It's a bit tight. Here's Paris once again. Goes for... nearly managed to thread the ball through an eye of the needle to Ella Toon. United still get the ball back, though. Well played. Chelsea, they've got no time on the ball. Every single time they get on the ball, United just hustle them down, press them hard, and they're happy to keep the ball. Really impressive first 30 minutes from United. Ball over the top. Letizier goes for Nikita Paris. It's going to be too much for her. But it's a decent ball. United started wow. Just seeing the turn from Katie Zellum now on the replay. I think she said she wanted a foul. Didn't get it. I think it was an advantage played by the referee. Red Baron says, Owen, was you anxious about the call-in show? I would be. No, not at all. I mean, I'm talking to the UV community. What better way to spend my Saturday evening? Obviously, again, the community is communitying. I know not every channel says it, but we really do have one of the best and most supportive and diverse community, and it's a global one. It's from all around the world. I think it's amazing to talk to people. We had someone, obviously, from Jamaica last night. We had people from all over the world. It's great. I love it. Absolutely love it. I could talk about football all day, particularly with you guys, so it was fantastic. It's another foul on Zellum. Captain Caveman says, is Flex lifting up YSL with for the Mexican wave? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Sounds like a good idea, though. I love those GIFs. We've got to do something with those GIFs. Honestly, I've made a million of them. There are so many UV GIFs. Free kick, ball in the box. Oh, it's bouncing around in there. Shoot! Deflection! Oh, what a save! Oh. I think it was Turner. Turner had a shot. It gets deflected. And it's a really good save by the Chelsea goalkeeper, Berger. Just what happened in slow motion. Route 1 football. It would have been tight. I think you're offside. I think you're onside. Turner then takes a shot. Deflection. Really good reactions. There's Millie Turner. And again, it just gets deflected. Oh, and it's a good save from the keeper. That's twice, though. We've come close. See, and again, no one had an idea where the ball was. She does well, Berger, because she's already started to go down and just manages to sort of shift her body weight and get back up. Good save. Although she might be injured now. She's got an issue of maybe her shoulder or her arm. On the other end, Mary Ups has had really nothing to do in the United goal apart from some good passes out. Mark Skinner, though, talking to his players. The captain, Zellum, still getting her points across to the players too. L5 says, what's your favourite dinosaur, Owen? Sean Dyche. No. I don't know. I was never one of those kids that like dinosaurs. I think, you know, like kids get really into them. That wasn't my thing. Just seeing a replay once again of Turner's deflected shot. And I'm not really sure how Berger would have injured her arm there. Maybe the way she landed on it. Maybe sometimes the ball might have just jolted the arm out of. I'm not really sure what the issue was. But it's a throw into Chelsea. 34 minutes gone, still 0-0 in the FA Women's Cup final, or the Women's FA Cup final. I always get that wrong. Is James fouled? Free kick to Chelsea. Fouled by Ella Toon. Kristen says, Owen, did you watch KG versus the World? I did. And I saw it didn't go too great for him. I saw he got a draw at the end. Yeah. But I know he's going to be doing more of that on his channel. Be sure to, of course, subscribe to KG, that comedian. Here's Chelsea on the break a little bit, trying to play through the middle. Good block. I think that was by Ladd. United's got good defensive shape as well. Just really well coached side. Here's James once again. Being pushed all the way back up the pitch by Blundell. Now Chelsea trying to play it out from the back as well. 10 minutes remain in this first half. Biggest chances gone to United. Disallowed goal. And a deflected shot saved by the Chelsea goalkeeper. I think Skinner will be happy with the half so far. Emma Hayes has got some thinking to do. And that's United throw-in. Colin Zulu says, what's with the ads? It's a YouTube thing. Apologies. Again, we're trying to fix it. We're actually trying to talk to people at YouTube to fix it. Because it's a glitch. It's a bug. And we're not sure really what's going on with that. But apologies once again. I know it doesn't make the most ideal viewing. Because you don't want to be interrupted, particularly in a live stream. And when you're watching a recorded one, is what it is with YouTube, I suppose. But with live streams, Ideally, you wouldn't have to deal with that. So, again, we are working on it. Apologies for that once again. Ball over the top. Russo's trying to close it down. Well played by the Chelsea defender, and it's cleared. Nice little flick there. Paris. Alessia Russo. Puts the ball in, but it's a good ball! Oh! It's over the bar! Oh. Galton over the bar. There's a couple of chances now. I tell you what, that is a great ball in the box from Russo. Just fizzes it in. Nikita Paris again links up. Alessia Russo's out on the right-hand side. Fizzes. Oh, it's deflection. That's why. Just nearly deflected perfectly into her path. And she just flicks at it. Goes over the bar. Great near post run as well. Ah, it's a difficult one. That's a couple of chances now. United are threatening. Smell blood. Go for it. Chelsea. Trying to play out from the back. I tell you what, Blundell is all over Lauren James. Done a really good job against her in the first half so far. Zellum just smashes the ball up the pitch there. Real good midfield battle going on in this game too. That's probably a foul. By Zellum once again. And Blue Dabbity Dabbadai says, did you change out your AirPods, Owen? No. Whenever I do the any match views that I can watch on my TV, these are connected to my TV. For whatever reason, Apple AirPods don't really like connecting to things that aren't Apple related. I mean, they can, but sometimes they get a bit funny. Whereas these are sort of cheap rubbish headphones, connect wow. So you get a bit more of an atmosphere. When you do the match views in the studio, obviously because of the copyright stuff, you can't listen to the commentary, and sometimes it's difficult to know what's going on. Whereas when you do it here, you can know exactly what's going on, which is quite nice. Here's Chelsea on the attack. Tries to go past the defender. Good defending. Letizier clears. Elatoon smashes it out. It's going to go out for a Chelsea throw-in. Less than 10 minutes remain in this first half. Captain Caveman says United have to get a goal with all of this dominance. Aaron says United women have looked really good in this first half. Indeed, they've been a better team, I think, so far. For all this talk before kickoff about United being the underdogs and Chelsea having all of this experience and the amount of trophies they've won, or it's a short pass. Letizier doesn't get good contact, but now it's cleared by Turner this time. Yeah, for all the talk about, Chelsea have experience and they've dominated and they've won so many trophies, which they have, of course. United, they look more than settled in this occasion, and they look really dangerous. Again, that front four, Galton, Toon, Paris and Russo, they interchange really nicely. It's a fluid front four as well. Again, there's energy, there's technique in there. So I think they've done really well so far. But when you've got a team like Chelsea that do just have experience of just winning and big games as well, even if you're not playing great, you've always got a chance. Because you know how to win. And winning's just a natural instinct. But Chelsea being forced back by United once more. Nikita Paris is going to put the pressure on there. Really good shape though. How many likes do we have at the moment? Let's do a quick like check. We're currently at 162. The viewer to like ratio is strong. Very, very strong. So if you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well, bottom right hand corner. Or ball in behind is Sam Kerr. One of the first times she managed to get away from Millie Turner. Cuts it back, edge of the box. Oof. Good tackle. Good tackle. Don't want a foul by Katie Zellum. She's played in advantage. It's a good tackle. Header. Oh, good save. Mary Earps. What a save that is. It was a ball in and it was looping. Really looping. And Mary Earps has to shift her feet. She manages just to kind of claw it out from going in the net. That is a really good save. I think she hit herself on the post. Sam Kerr, it's looping. It might be going wide. I want to get another look at this. There's ball in. It was Lauren James, I think, with a header. Is it looping? It is. Oh, she puts it on the post. Tips it onto the post. Look at this. It's just looping. And tips it onto the post. Good save. That's what we got to do. Shift your feet. With those looping ones, that's the real difficult part of it. Got to shift your feet. Got to move your feet. Did just that. Great save by Mary Earps. Closest Chelsea have come in the first half. Kick up the pitch. That's a throw into United. What else are people saying? It's Oxfordshire posh. Depends where you go. Probably in comparison to other parts of the country, I'm sure. But then I'm sure other parts are posher. But it depends where you go. Ball over the top. Turner gives it back to Earps. Distribution. United playing up for the back is good. It's better than the men's team. I'm telling you now, it is. Galton, down the left-hand side, cuts it back. Oh, skips forward. It's not a foul. Batcher, put it back in. What now? Now they've given a foul. This ref, man. Takes her time. And Blue Dabba Dabba says, did you watch the KSI fight, Owen? I didn't. But I saw what happened. It was an elbow. The guy got knocked out of an elbow. I'm sure, like people were saying, he was outboxing him, and I'm sure he was. Like KSI's clearly had a ton of boxing training and in fantastic shape, and he's a half decent YouTube boxer. But he elbowed him. Like that's what he did. Yeah, and then I saw. What else did I see? I saw the Boogie versus Wings one. I saw that on social media. That was incredible. I can't believe that it was actually like sanctioned. That was nuts. But I did see the KSI elbow, and it was an elbow. I know that they're trying to do, I think now KSI versus Tommy Fury. Didn't Tommy Fury get in the ring with him afterwards? But if I was the other guy, but I was losing, but I got elbowed. And as far as I've seen, I don't think KSI's like addressed it, has he? Today? I saw he just said like on to Tommy Fury next, but it's like it was an elbow. that's what it was. Goal kick to United though. Mary Earps, of course, going to take. Red Baron says, when Owen is in an old nursing home, he will be rocking and shouting Panenka and pain in Spain. Oh, da 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 da. There he is, Avram Glazer. Gross. Honestly. It makes me angry looking at him. But he's there today, Avram Glazer. Which means he's gonna be there for the FA Cup final, which worries me because is he thinking, well, we'll wait till the FA Cup final to get it resolved? I don't know, man. The takeover stuff's draining, honestly. Here comes Chelsea, that's a decent ball. Nikita Paris got a track back here. Neve Charles. Oh, leaves it. Edge of the box. Jesse Fleming for Chelsea tries to put the ball through. Cleared by Hayley Ladd. Ball down the right-hand side for Chelsea. Is Lauren James again. Blundell's done a good job with her in the first half. 3 minutes of stoppage time as the first half nearly coming to an end. Fleming, ball in, should go out for a United goal kick. Steve says, get out Glazers. Ed T says, what the ponytail Glazer doing? Raymond says, who's looked the better side? I think United looked the better side in this first half. Both keepers have had to make big saves. Mary Earps made a good save just a few minutes ago, clawing one out from a header. But apart from that, United have looked better. I think they've looked sharper. Had a couple of opportunities, a disallowed goal for offside. But it's a tight game, definitely. Goal kick, flick on. Oh, miss hit. Go on, Nikita Parrish might be in behind here. Not a lot of support. Paris once again. And she's turned the defender inside out. Back in. Penalty, referee! Penalty! Oh, she's got a free kick. Oh, I tell you what, VAR, have a look at it. Have a look at it. Because if it's on the line, it's a penalty. Nikita Parrish is saying it's in the box. She's saying it's in the box. I certainly fell into the box, but where's the foul? Have a look at this. Oh, I tell you what, I think it's a penalty. If it's on the line, it's a penalty. That's a penalty. That is a penalty. It's in the box. VAR. VAR check. They have got VAR. Check complete. Bullshit. Ah, it's just like any form of Man United when it comes to VAR. Ridiculous. Contact starts outside the box, but the foul for me is on the line. Rubbish. Well, make it count now. Ball in. Back post. Ah, Turner heads it over. That's a penalty. That is a penalty. Disgrace. Again, there was a ball in, and Turner rises at the back post, heads it over the bar. Honestly. And this is what I don't get with VAR. How can someone look at that and have the angles? Because in real time, when that happens, I myself goes, oh, I think that might be a penalty. And then you look at the camera angles and you go, that's a penalty. And then they don't do it. That's half time. Michael Salisbury, apparently the VAR. Disgrace. We should have had a penalty. We've had a goal disallowed. Keeper makes the save. It's the fix is in, I'm telling you. But half time in the Women's FA Cup final, 0-0. United have been the better side, playing the better football, had the better chances. And if I'm Mark Skinner, I want a word with the referee. I'm saying, what's going on with that VAR decision? What's going on? That's a penalty. In big finals, you need big decisions. Disgrace. Red Baron says, it's okay, Owen. Mistakes even themselves out. Disgrace cheat. Well, as always, guys, get your either-ors in. We'll play that at half-time. If you are just joining us, again, it's 0-0. United have been the better team. I want to see, again, if they talk about this at half-time, talking about if that should have been a penalty. Again, United did have a goal disallowed after 30 seconds and was just offside, I think, just. Actually, I think they're going to talk about this. This is a penalty. What are they saying if this is a penalty? They're saying it's just outside the box. Get out of it, man. Get out of it. Get out of it. What's a penalty? I'd be claiming for it all day. See what some of you guys are saying here. Jigsman says, Mary Herbst is a sick keeper. David De Gea needs to take note to have to pass up from the back. LOL. It's true. Distribution's better than David De Gea. No doubt about it. And Blue Dabadee Dabadai says, sparkling water or normal water, Owen? Normal. I mean, sparkling water is actually disgusting, isn't it, really? The only way that I can have sparkling water is if it's flavoured. If it's flavoured sparkling water, then I'll take it. But, yeah, no. Red Up Baron says, Oxfordshire sounds posh, though, Owen. Are you posh? No. No, not at all. There are parts of it, of course. But I'm not. Yeah. The Cotswolds is a very diverse place, certainly. Den of Don says she's in World Team of the Year. Exactly, and you can see why. Big save from Mary Ups in the first half as well, but also distribution. She's comfortable, really comfortable on the ball. As far as some of the stats that you might want from the first half here, let's see if we can get some stats up here. United, as I mentioned, had the majority of the chances, I'd say. The biggest chances, there was a shot by Turner that was deflected, saved by the goalkeeper Berger. Haven't dominated possession. Chelsea have just shaded it, 55% to 45%, but United have been the better side so far, and I think they'll be slightly disappointed wanted not to go in half-time 1-0 up, or possibly even more. But the game is there for them. For all the talk, as I mentioned before, kick-off about Chelsea having experience and going for a double and winning trophies, United have been the better team, certainly. I think that someone was saying that Everton are getting battered by City. Oh, indeed they are. Gundogan and Haaland. It's not a surprise, is it? Come on, we can't be shocked here. Gundogan scores goals for City as well. He does. He still might be leaving at the end of the season, but no doubt he scores goals. Arsenal-Brighton, that's going to be an interesting game too. And Brentford beating West Ham. See what some of you guys are saying here. But there's a lot of talk about sparkling water. Aaron says, oh, remember when Conor McGregor said I would buy Manchester United? Well, Conor McGregor's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't say that to his face because he'd probably kill me. But, yeah, Conor McGregor's nuts. Isn't he fighting in the UFC again soon? Is that announced? Or there was something about him, he has to have a certain amount of time in the testing pool because he was out of, was it called USADA for ages? And now he has to have a certain amount of time in there. But that was the disallowed goal after 30 seconds, the early offside. I'll tell you what, it is tight though. I mean, VAR seemingly were happy for it. It was poor defending, really. And I thought United had the perfect start. They had not, though, given for an offside. Be sure to smash a like on the like button as well. Be sure to subscribe bottom right-hand corner. Captain Caveman said, Owen, would you ever like to score the winner for United in the Champions League final or win the Royal Rumble? Probably Champions League final, honestly. I think it'd probably be Champions League final. It's got to be. Royal Rumble, you know. Why not both? I'm a multi-platform athlete. Yeah, goal scorer. Actually, but I would never score a goal in the Champions League final because I'm playing goal. Unless, I mean, that would be actually, yeah, score a goal in the Champions League final because if I'm scoring, it's like last minute goalkeeper, you know, header settings, Peter Schmeichel settings. Maybe I'd do that. So yeah, that'd be awesome. Mehdi says sparkling water with a bit of lime is super refreshing. This is my point: is sparkling water is fine with flavour. Not those crazy people that would just get sparkling water on its own with no flavour. Not at all. Not at all. But actual flavoured water with sparkling, I can take that. Minna's in the chat. Big up Minna. It's actually in the press box as well. And she's threatening illegality, you know, saying 200 likes and she's going to run onto the pitch. So, you know what to do, basically. We're 11 likes away from Queen Mean infiltrating the Wembley turf. That's what she's going to do. But as I said, be sure to check out Mina's road trip as well, and be sure to actually go give Mina a follow on Twitter as well. I think it's at Mina Football. I think still same as the name there, and you can see some of the behind the scenes at Wembley today, or some of the shots in the crowd, or walking up Wembley Way. She's in the press box with Josh, also Flex, and I think Marcel are there too. So they're indeed, we're going to have full coverage outside Wembley after the game as well. Just Josh is saying great treatment in the press. So he's very happy after, I'm assuming it's probably better than the press box at United. The press box at United's a bit cramped. And we're actually on 199 likes as of right now. It's not updated to 200 yet. So maybe Minna doesn't run on the pitch. Maybe that isn't what happens. Josh is saying there's great food. Love saying Sancho better than Pepe. Don't start that again. Love, you'll be kicked out. You'll be thrown out. Is what is known as a disgrace and a cheat. Aaron Jack says, Owen, did you see KG play FIFA 23 on his channel the other day? He had a bad start. It was funny. I did see that. I saw that. We did it. We hit over 200 likes. Mina, get on the pitch. Go on. I'm watching. I'm waiting. Are we going to see a Mina knee slide or something like that? That's if United win, maybe. Josh is very happy with the food, which, to be honest, if he's saying that, then that is significant because Josh rivals me for being a fussy and picky eater, although I think I've got him beaten in certain categories. But this was actually a legitimate conversation. This is, honestly, if the cameras were rolling all the time at United View, some of the things you would see. So we were in the control room the other day where all of the equipment is and where Josh runs the streams from, having a conversation about food because I think Flex was eating something. I don't know what he was eating. I'm not sure where he got it from. It was some kind of rice dish. And I was saying, oh, I couldn't eat that. And he was like, why? I said, there's too much stuff in there I don't like. Oh, and I was talking about sandwiches that I don't like. I don't like store-bought sandwiches because my theory is with store-bought sandwiches is there's just too much. They put too much stuff in there. It's like plus lettuce, plus tomato, plus cheese, plus mayo, plus this, plus that. And I don't like any of that. And they were then naming things saying that I didn't like. But then Josh is really picky with his food as well. Josh just eats the same things. He just eats Ritz crackers, cheese sandwiches, pizzas from certain places, and that's about it. Or maybe Burger King as well. That's what he likes. Love says Owen definitely had tomato ketchup sandwiches growing up. You think you're joking? you think you're joking? I knew it. See, Josh has just sent me a picture on WhatsApp, and it's of a cheese sandwich because that's what he likes. He likes just cheese sandwiches. Which, to be fair, I don't mind that. But then this is even more crazy, as I like cheese a certain way. So if it's like actual like cheese in a solid state, that's kind of not for me. I just find it a bit dry. But if it's melted cheese, I like melted cheese. It's just, Enough says we're gonna win. Yes, I think we are gonna win in this game. United have looked better so far than Chelsea. You got to be careful though. Big pitch. Semi-finals and finals, they're draining, so you don't want to let get a bit of an adrenaline dump, as it would say, and then let Chelsea get into the game. Maybe that's what they're kind of looking for. But if United players they did in the first half, we're looking good. What else? Some of the people saying. Medi says I furiously like to just see a pitch invasion by Minna. I mean, we're still waiting. I'm still waiting. To me, a promise is a promise, and I think Minna's got to live up to that. Is she going to live up to it? Is she a woman of her word? That's the question. Love says, Owen, have you ever tried a banana sandwich? Had it when I was a kid. Don't know if I was the only one. Oh, the textures for me just don't go there. That is, no, couldn't, no. Red Baron says, Flex and KG have a better food palette than you and Josh. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. They clearly do. And I think, honestly, Josh has a better food palette than me. Even though he's fussy. I know I say that because I feel like I'm more open to trying food than Josh. I know what I like and I don't like, but I'll probably give most stuff a go. So yeah, but that's just me. I've always been like that. The thing is, I've got better as I've got older with it as well. When I was younger, I used to be awful with it. But then as you get older, you realize that, for instance, if you're going out for like a work meal or something like that, you have to order something off the menu. So you have to, even if you don't like it, you have to try it. And it's funny how human taste buds work. Imagine someone's tuning in now. But it's funny how human taste buds work because you can force yourself to like something. I used to never like avocados. I just kept eating them. Now I don't mind them. Same with peas and carrots. I didn't used to like them. I just kept eating them. And to be fair, I say that. I wouldn't go out my way to eat any of those, but I can eat them. That's the point that I'm trying to make. But yeah. Red Baron says Owen can't even get fruit without getting sick. Well, I can eat fruit, but that was Marcel's fault. Marcel gave me bad fruit from a bad fruit vendor. And he gave me rotten fruit. And that's, again, what you've got to look forward to when it comes to tour in the summer. The tour match views will be back. And you never know, Marcel might bring some more food for me this time to eat. And if that is the case, maybe I'll get violently sick again, which is what happened last time. Because, and people don't know the story behind this. The reason behind this was because I said to Marcel, bring some fruits, bring some foods. I'm willing to try. This is my thing. I'm willing to try. And he said, fine. And he left it late. And he's carried around some change, I guess, in his pocket. And I'm not sure how much he had. I think he maybe had like £3 in his pocket. Something like that. And he went up to a fruit vendor, one of those ones that you can just see on like the side of a road. And he went, I've got £3. What can I have? And he went, oh, £3, you can have all of this. And it was way too much food for £3. It was not £3 worth of food. So clearly it was food or fruit that was going off or wasn't completely ripe, was maybe a little bit rotten. And Marcel showed up, was like, oh, look at all of this fruit I've got. And then we were eating it. And then next thing you know, I'm ill. Some would say, but... And the worst thing is, when I was eating it, he looked like this. I was putting grapes into my mouth and all that kind of stuff. He's looking exactly like that. And the thing is, that's maybe his thing. Because that screen grab comes from him sitting on the train. That's the look in his face when Josh tried some watermelon. That's what it was. Yeah. So that's what he's like. So when I was eating, mango, and he made me eat it like a sandwich. He literally cut a mango in half and went, eat this. What a monster. Who even eats like that? Then he gave me grapes. I think blueberries were on that plate as well. I forget what else it was. And that was his face the whole time. I was eating them. I can't even do that face. That's how crazy that is. That's what he looked like. And that's the face of a man that knows you're being poisoned. That knows you're being poisoned with the fruit he's given you. It's not a thumbs up, Eric. It wasn't a thumbs up moment. No. Warsau's in the chat. That's what I was looking like. You're right, KG. That's how I looked when I realised what he'd done to me about sort of 24 hours later. I felt a rumble. I was just sitting there doing my work, and I go, oh, suddenly my stomach feels bad. Yeah, that's what really happened during that period of time. Could have killed me. Poisoned. There's a Netflix documentary coming out about it in the future. Warsau's in the chat, yeah? Put them up. All the members in there. Warsau's in the chat. God. Spoiled food, poisoned Owen. Warsau's. Lagatha, which is a great name, says, so moral of the story is don't buy fruit from guys at the side of the road. You can, but be suspicious about portion sizes. I think that's what it is. Marcel O. Bielsa, tremendous. But second half looks like it's just about to start again. Look at that, half-time was rapid. Love says, get that photo framed. There does need to be a framed photo of Marcel like that in UVHQ, doesn't it? That needs to happen. Captain Caveman with a great question. Owen, happy slap Darth Vader or push Yoda off a chair? I was trying not to laugh when I said that. What, and deal with the repercussions of both? I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Probably Yoda, because I feel like the Jedi way is to forgive, probably. Vader's going to hold a grudge. And plus, if I hit him on his mask, that's going to hurt. You push Yoda. I think any day, you push Yoda. Adaz says, Avram pulling up is absolutely disgusting. Agreed. Someone describe it as a disgrace and a cheat. But United with a bit of a huddle. The captain, Zellum, talking to all of their players. I tell you what, Zellum's a real captain's performance as well. Right in the heart of midfield, kicking people, putting tackles in, fouls when required. Again, reportedly 80,000 people at Wembley today. It's there for the taking, United. It's there for the taking. Come on. I mean, as of right now, this one could be going all the way to extra time. Penalties. Panenka. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. Not again. Run it back. Second half just about to get underway. Waiting to press the right button. Got to be careful with Sam Kerr in the Chelsea team. Goal scorer supreme. And we're off. Second half is underway. United get us underway. Started very well in the first half. See if we can do it again here. And that's a throw-in. Throw-in to United. Come on. It was really interesting to hear before the game how superstitious Sam Kerr is. She was saying, like, she's worn the same socks all season and there can't be any threads out of it. She has a pasta sandwich as a pre-match meal before every game with bolognese, which, to be honest, sounds kind of delicious. Here's Blundell. Oh no, it's going to be a throw into United. Louis says, Owen, have you ever had long hair? No, I tried once to grow it out and it just was awful. So whenever my hair gets particularly long, it's out of pure laziness. There is no there is no style in this. No one's getting the Owen. Yeah, it's not going to sweep the nation like the Rachel in the '90s from Friends or anything like that, or the Beckham, the Mohican. No one's going to a barber or a hairdresser going, that guy off United View with the terrible hair. That's what they're getting. I do need a haircut though. I think my hairstyle is maybe one up in popularity from the Avram ponytail. Also known as the skullet. Yeah? A mullet that shows skull. The skullet. Alessio Russo pressing from the front. And Berger, the Chelsea goalkeeper, hits it up the pitch. Mary Earps on the ball once again. Ed says, did you ever have Shawn Michaels' long hair? No, God, no. No. Well, it wouldn't be a match for you without a monster. Oh, it's almost see-through. That goes through me. Look at that. This flavour is delicious. It's Lewis Hamilton flavour. But both teams still playing very cautious. Lots of people talking about crisp sandwich. United once again in possession of the ball. Letizia to Turner. One defeat in their last 20 in all competitions. But I don't believe they've ever beaten Chelsea. Again, in the last 9 times they've played, Chelsea have won 8 times. But today is the time to win. Today is the day. Just Josh says, love a crisp sandwich. Oh, ball in. Oh. Turner manages to clear. Turner once again clears. I think Chelsea are going to be better this half. There's no way they're not going to be. Serena Wiegman, head coach of England. Was fantastic in the summer. At Wembley. The site of the success was tremendous. For me, always a sign of football when they've entered the real zeitgeist of the public imagination is my mum. Because after the Lionesses won in the summer at Wembley, even my mum messaged me, went, oh, the football was good. That's a big deal. A very big deal. For my mother to be like, oh, football was good. I was like, tremendous. Throw into United. Is Russo holding up the ball. Coming quite deep once again. SJ says stop drinking that rubbish, Owen. It's delicious. Very low on sugar. Quite high in caffeine. It's got taurine in it, which sounds like an old person's name. Hello, taurine. Ball up the pitch. Is Wrighton for Chelsea. Ball in the box. Oof. Awkward one from Letizia. Sam Kerr tried to get on it. Held by Mary Earps. Thrown out. Counter-attack opportunity for United. Long ball. Oh, Alessio Russo takes a shot. Oh. Held by the keeper. Let me know actually what you're drinking. That used to be a KG thing. He doesn't do that anymore. He used to do it all the time on the match views. Particularly the evening games. Real early. Oh, in behind here. Charles. Cuts it back. United deal with it. Maybe a counter-attack opportunity actually now. Galton. Toon. Galton once again. Down United's left-hand side. Galton. Edge of the box. Galton. Very cramped in there. Oh, it's a waste. It's a waste. Lad just wasn't enough. Too many touches. Love says, Owen, you don't need caffeine. Your head moves at 200 miles per hour anyways, mate. The thing is, I do. I tried giving up caffeine recently, and it was awful. It was awful. My sort of caffeine routine is I have a cup of coffee in the morning, and then usually if I'm going to exercise or whatever, I might have an energy drink before I go out to the gym, and that's been my caffeine clock, as it were, for a long time. Like, I'm fully in the territory now. If I don't have a cup of coffee when I wake up, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not effective at all. But yes, that's what Cage used to always do on the match views. He used to always do, what are you drinking? What are you drinking? He used to always do that. He hasn't done it for ages. Good defending by Turner. A bit of hesitation there. Chelsea have definitely grown into this one. Started the second half much better, got more energy. Got to be offside. Lino's not putting a flag up. James. Ball into the box. Oh, it's got to be a foul. Knocked over Katie Zellum. Katie Zellum's not happy. She said, I just had a couple of fouls on me. You didn't do anything, ref. Advantage played, though. Here comes United. It's Alicia Russo. It might be onside. Toon. She looked offside. Flag stayed down. Toon. Into the box. Toon. Cuts it back. Oh, she was looking for Russo. I think she could have taken a shot herself. Now the flag's gone up. Oh. Love is drinking a nice cup of tea. Don't like fizzy drinks. Not good for your teeth. Derolin's just drinking tap water. Healthy. Medi says Lewis Hamilton tears flavour. Of course, Owen is being a Max fan would be drinking that. Yeah. I don't have my Red Bull jacket or hat with me. SJ's eating apples. Love used to eat the apple core when he was younger. Oh, oof. Don't know. Steve's drinking a cup of coffee. Exactly. That's a free kick to United. 53 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Of course, extra time and penalties if required. Ball win. Shoots. Comfortable for the keeper. Galton. But very comfortable for Berger. It was a quick taken free kick to Galton, who just has a bit of a snapshot. Keeper holds. Steve says, I won't be watching live streams anymore if these ads persist. Miss key moments, purely greed by Mr. YouTube. Yeah, once again, guys, apologies if you are just joining us. Those ads are out of our control. We are trying to fix it. We're going to have to try and figure something out of YouTube or work for another workaround. StreamYard, we do have a workaround for it, which, again, we only found out because it was doing it on StreamYard. So we're trying to fix it, basically. But, again, it's very, very frustrating. And it's not us. Just you guys tuning in is enough for us, certainly. So once again, apologies. We'll do our very best to try and fix it. Here's Chelsea having a bit more possession in this half. Of course, they did edge possession in the first. Love says, Owen, do you have any siblings? Several. Blue Dabba-Dee Dabba-Die. Favourite actor, Owen? I don't really have one. I'm not big on favourites. Nikita Paris. Here's Ella Toon. Paris once again. Right-hand side, a bit of space. Make it count. Nikita Paris. Ball in. Oh, back post. You just get the impression when they're sort of in those advanced positions, they're just a bit unsure what they want to do with the ball. But it's a corner for United. I think she could have kept going, Nikita Paris. It's a decent ball, though, across goal. Just no one there. It's very clear as well. When they get the ball in and around that box, it's all eyes. Can we get it to Alessia Russo? That's the plan. And that was the foul. Chelsea player booked. Corner to United, though. As Red Baron says, YouTube is strange. It goes through weird phases of trying to implement stuff. Ball in. Oh. Nikita Parris tried to keep it alive. It's a goal kick. Still threatening, though, United. Chelsea are going to make a sub. Their second of the game, I think. They always aim for Turner when they get balls into the box, or they have free kicks, corners. It's always going straight for Turner. Wins a lot of headers as well, must be said. Oh, several subs. Looks like a double substitution for Chelsea. So the question will be, when do United make some subs? Chelsea have made already 3, so clearly Emma Hayes not happy with maybe some of the shape. Or, again, the thing is with Wembley, it's a big pitch, and the sun's beating down, so it might be just fatigue, something like that. Trying to freshen it up, and United will have to react to that. No doubt about it, as we head towards the hour mark in this one. Flick on. United are going to deal with that one. Back to Mary Earps. He's had a good game so far. Strong distribution. Good save in the first half too. Second ball. Oh. Zellum just kind of slipped there, but United win it back. Paris. Zellum once more. Paris. Keep going. Keep going. Nikita Paris down the right-hand side. Cuts back. Looking for some support. Definitely the outlet. Going to try left-footed. Ball into the box. Headed away. Maybe say you just don't need to force it in those areas. Now a ball over the top. Letizia. Heads it. Didn't quite get enough of it. Sam Kerr. Ball into the box. Got to get back. Just managed to do enough, I guess, to put the Chelsea player off. Comfortable for Mary Earps in the end. But it's the first time, really, that Letizia has managed to sort of lose Sam Kerr. And if you give her space, she'll punish you. And to be fair, Letizia probably does just enough in the end. Just enough to put the Chelsea player off. I think she recovers quite well, actually. Touch gets stuck under her feet. Letizia actually went through her legs. Mary Earps keeps the eye on the ball, holds it. And Blue Dabba Dabba says, are you watching any TV shows, movies that you would recommend, Owen? Well, you know me, I've probably seen no movies. I'm rewatching The Sopranos because it's one of the greatest TV shows ever. But I'm rewatching it and also listening to a podcast about it as well. Talking Sopranos with Steve Sciarippa and, what's his name? Michael Imperioli. They played 2 people in the show. Christopher and Bobby. And it's really interesting to get both sides of it. Fantastic show. Would recommend both. Would recommend watching The Sopranos and Talking Sopranos. Fantastic podcast. SJ says, were you always the tallest one in class? One of. Wasn't always. Had some tall people at my school. SJ says, I missed it. Which subject was Owen best at school? I can't even say PE because I wasn't. I was not an athlete. Despite playing in goal, I was not a very lazy athlete. Get up, man! Never! Parda's gone into Turner. There was nothing in it. Don't put the ball out. You don't have to. Don't. Play on. Now she stops play. But best subject at school? I was in high sets for most stuff. I didn't have like a real standout one. My standout one was when I started studying A-levels. I did psychology at A-level, and I was good at that. And obviously that was my subject I did at university. First class degree with honours. Come on. With a dissertation on the effects of, I think it was effects of university work on burnout. I think it was the psychological concept of burnout. Nikita Paris has been taken off. That's a big call. Wow, surprised by that. Rachel Williams on for Nikita Paris. I'm very surprised by that. Is there a change in shape maybe? Because I thought Nikita Paris was actually probably the best outlet. I think maybe Ella Toon's going to go out on the right. Maybe. There's a pen on the pitch. Oh, the referee dropped her pen. Not the only thing she's dropped today. She dropped a clanger when it came to the penalty decision. It was a penalty. So maybe a change of shape for United or a change of personnel in certain elements. Oh, it's a poor pass to Mary Earps. Deals with it fairly well, though. Not the best kick. Ella Toon now on the right-hand side. Oof. Tried a ball up the pitch, kicks it straight out for a throw-in. Maybe this is something Mark Skinner is saying, that, in fairness, Alessia Russo hasn't really got a hold of the ball that much. But I feel like taking Nikita Paris off was harsh. But Rachel Williams is on. Ball over the top, cleared by Chelsea. Starlord says history and PE for me. I was terrible at history. I dropped that very early as soon as I could. Red Baron says standout for them was science. Well, it depends which kind. What was my best science? I did chemistry and biology at A-level. Wasn't that good at either. Science, as you get like older and more like proper, more advanced, it gets really complicated. Biology, I was terrible at because there's so much to remember. Chemistry for me was a bit easier because everything tends to follow a certain pattern of rules. And once you've understood the rules and mechanics of it all, stuff just starts to make sense. But biology, I just couldn't get my head around. And physics, I really struggled with that. Physics, I didn't even approach. That is too much maths involved with physics for me. And maths, I wasn't good at. Like, for instance, that was the part of psychology I wasn't a fan of. Biological psychology is quite challenging. Is Chelsea on the attack? Ball in the box. Cleared out just about by Blundell. Chelsea, just feel like Chelsea are growing into this one. Here's Sam Kerr. Oh, referee stops the play. Free kick to Chelsea. I thought she was going to play advantage. It's a free kick, though, to Chelsea. Williams was one that gave it away for United. Local Pundit says, the best episode on Sopranos is the Pine Barren episode. Now, I've just got to make sure if that's the one that I think you're talking about. I think it probably is. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what we're talking about. It's classic. It's tremendous. The hunting gear when Bobby comes out of it is an all-timer. All-timer. College is excellent as well. I just rewatched that recently. College is fantastic. Ball into the box from Chelsea. Towards the back post, headed back across. United deal with it. Chelsea, though, really growing into this one. 65 minutes gone. Still 0-0. United had the better chances in the first half. Probably had the better of the first half. Second half, though, not that it's been all Chelsea, but you can tell their experience is starting to grow. United looking tired. Is Letizia trying to find the pass, but Chelsea have got a decent shape. Turner. Earps goes long towards Russo, but Chelsea win the header. Just feel like they're starting to get into this a lot more. James. Earps has got to come out. Oh, Chelsea are in behind. Squared. Nobody there. Oh, and it's just gone wide. That was a chance for Chelsea. First time they've properly been in behind. That was close. It was just a ball in behind here. Goes between two sets. It's offside. Oh, probably offside. They put the flag up in the end. I'm not sure if they did. Squared it. Did the flag go up? I'm not sure it did. And then went over the bar. Emma Hayes, she knows. I think she can tell. Chelsea are getting into this. United got to make some changes. They've only made one so far, and it was one that I wouldn't really agree with, taking Nikita Paris off. See what else some of you guys are saying. Love says this Man United women's team isn't clinical. Runs in the club men or women's. It doesn't matter. Den of Don says if this continues, Chelsea will score. Why can't we score when we create so many chances? Red Baron says I watched the first episode of The Sopranos, really liked it, but it seemed more like a movie than a series. Well, that's why it's so iconic, is because it was essentially a movie every week, and it was really at the time one of the first TV series to really be sort of done like that. HBO, of course, full, every episode is an hour long. It's quite violent, quite graphic, a lot of swearing in it as well, but it's very real, and it's just, again, really well done. But you have to pay attention. It's not one of those programs you can watch while you're doing something. You have to pay attention to it. Love says favorite kids program growing up, Owen. Power Rangers. Power Rangers were good. Wow, so you used to watch Cramp Twins. Oh, in behind again. Chelsea cuts it across. 1-0. Sam Kerr. It was going to be Sam Kerr, and it was coming. It felt inevitable. I was saying it. You could just feel it. You could feel it as the game was going on. United have tired. The last time was a warning. It's the same ball. It's in behind. It's cut across goal, and it's Sam Kerr. And United, this is what happens. If you're not clinical and you don't take your chances, you're going to get punished. And that's indeed what happened. It's 1-0 to Chelsea. Chelsea ahead. And in the recent minutes, we could argue it's probably deserved. Slides it through. Definitely onside. Letizia not in position. Sam Kurt's behind the ball. Yeah, and it's a good finish. And it's just poor. But the warning was there a minute or so ago. It was the same ball in behind. It's harder. She's come on and she's made the difference harder. And she's the danger woman, certainly. Emma Hayes is jubilant, as one would expect. And it's a simple finish for Sam Kerr. That's the warning. That was the warning. And I just feel like now Chelsea, they could come on to get more, to be honest with you. United have dropped off a lot in the second half. So 1-0 to Chelsea, 68th minute. Still time for United to come back, but now the question is, what do you do? And Chelsea, again, they didn't have the best first half. There you go, ball in behind. Oof. This is what I was also talking about too. When you've got these teams that do have the experience, they just know how to win. And they know how to win finals. And the frustrating thing for United, it's not as if they've been dominated in this game. They haven't. They've been actually really good money, good value for money. But you could feel it. And people like Sam Kerr, they're lethal. Now United have to react. Toon. Tizier. Tizier on the ball once again. 20 minutes remain plus stoppage time. And United need to do something. Do United have the mentality to get back into this? Do they have the... It's so frustrating, isn't it? When you don't take the chances. Don't take big chances. It'll come back to bite you. Doesn't matter what game it is. Men's, women's, cup final or not. To be honest, it's very just typical of Man United in general as a club this season, isn't it? Good first half with chances. Don't take your chances. Second half drop off. Other team comes into it 1-0. And when the other team scores 1-0, you think, when are we going to score another one? And I think in fairness to Emma Hayes, she was first to make the subs. She was a lot quicker with her subs. She made, I think, 2 or 3 subs earlier on quickly. She knew that they were going to come on strong in the second half. And I think she's sort of outfoxed Mark Skinner here a little bit. Lagatha says, this is what Chelsea women do. Soak up the pressure, then take one good chance. It's basically Mourinho textbook play. You feel like the next goal is going to go to Chelsea too, really. Is Ella Toon. Chelsea trying to press quite high up the pitch now. Marriups on the ball. United still trying to play out from the back, but they just look like they can't find any spaces or any options. Chelsea's press is so much higher. Clearly they've changed something as well. And I don't know if the tactical changes work for Mark Skinner. Ella Toon's on the right-hand side, and now they just don't look like they have that outlet that they had with Paris. They don't look as fast. I think it's a decision that hasn't paid off. Another substitution for Chelsea. Charles off, Carter on. Less than 20 minutes remain. Not sure how much stoppage time we'll have. Trying to force the pass. Alessia Russo hasn't really had much of a sniff today as well. You can tell with strikers too, once they start dropping deep to try and get involved in the game, that's when it's not going well for them. And they're getting frustrated. And I do think you can tell with some of these United players at the moment, there is an element of them there's an element of knowing that we maybe missed our chances. We didn't take our opportunities. Ups with a goal kick. Can United get back into this one? Believe! Believe! Ups once again. I mean, to be honest, United can't even really get the ball in the Chelsea half. Ball up the pitch. Letizia, they're just going long ball at the moment. And again, it's not working. Chelsea winning second balls. Here's James, has been quite quiet, to be fair, today. But now this might be the perfect time for her, again, just to really just go past people, what she nearly has there. I think Blundell's done quite a good job on her, though. He's kept very tight to her for the majority of the game. Kept her relatively quiet. Ball into the box. Back post. Not a bad ball as well. Aiming for Sam Kerr once again. And Blue Dabba Die says, do you have a PS5, Owen, or are you an Xbox person? I'm a neither. I have neither at the moment. I am going to be getting probably a PS5 soon, though, because I'm going to start doing... look at that attendance. 77,390 fans in attendance. A record attendance. World record. World record for a women's domestic game. That is tremendous to see. A world record attendance at Wembley Stadium today for a women's domestic game for the Women's FA Cup final. And look at just the leaps and bounds that the women's game has made. I know that's so cliche to say, but it's true. I mean, Alex Scott was saying before the game, talking about how, when she was playing, still people weren't professional. And look at that now. Essentially fantastic. As far as when you ask about consoles, again, I don't have one at the moment. I am going to be getting a PS5 fairly soon because I'm going to be doing gaming on my own channel, Owen Wrestle News 365. I'm going to be getting WWE 2K23 and also AEW Fight Forever when those games come out. So you can watch me play those games at Owen Wrestle News 365. Be sure to subscribe. I think we're just over 11,000 on there. And AEW Fight Forever is meant to be the spiritual successor to WWF No Mercy on the Nintendo 64, apparently. It's made by the same person that made it, which is exciting. Free kick to United, though. Is this the opportunity? Can we make this count? Red Brown says Owen plays rock, paper, scissors. I'll probably lose that. Free kick, though. Zellum stands over it. The United captain. Need a good delivery. Ball in. It's too much. Too much. Not good enough. Dead ball delivery. It's a waste. Skinner knows it. And he's only made one sub. We need more. Got to get more on the pitch. Heads have dropped, I think, from... Heads have dropped from some of the United players. Only one sub. I mean, this is getting very sort of Ollie and recent Ten Hag settings. Late substitution from Mark Skinner. There's still options on the bench. Obviously, you would argue the options might not be as good as Chelsea. Here we go. A couple of subs are going to be coming on now for United. Finally. But Chelsea with the throw-in right now. James. Oh, Chelsea just dominating the game. Ooh, that was nasty. That's better. Look at that. Bit of feistiness. Ah, but Chelsea just spraying the ball around. Gets the ball back. Lauren James. I mean, if they get a second now, it's over. James in the box. Got to be careful. No fouls. James, ball in. Oof, headed away. Cleared by Ella Toon. Come on, there's got to be a chance. There's got to be a chance. Sam Kerr. To be honest, really hasn't touched the ball, apart from scoring. She was marked quite effectively, but that's a sign of a good striker. Erling Haaland settings. Golton. It's a Chelsea throw-in. Love says, Owen cheats and says, rock, paper, revolver, undefeated at his own game. Hey. Why do you need rules when you can make your own? Captain Caveman said, poor delivery. It was a poor delivery from the free kick. Abahit says, Owen's going to play The Sims. I did used to play The Sims. Do you remember when it wasn't called The Sims for Owen? Was it called The Herbs? I think URBZ. Is that what it was called? And I think it was meant to be like Sims, but like City. I think that's what it was called. Chelsea are in the box. Ball in. Oh. Harder, who's been made... To be honest, Harder's probably made all the difference for Chelsea since she's come on. She's come on, she's got energy, she's quick. Got in behind up the first time and nearly made United pay for it. The second time did make United pay. That's when Sam Kerr got her goal. Dangerous. I think it's really been the difference, Harder. Substitutions for United, though. Lucia Garcia is on. Blundell's gone off, I think. Ella Toon's coming off as well. Doesn't look too happy. Well, she was shifted out to the right-hand side when Nikita Paris came off and didn't really touch the ball that much. Aoife Mannion is coming on. So, hopefully, again, some energy. Hopefully, something different, because that's what United need. Got to go for it. Only 12 minutes remain between this and another Chelsea FA Cup victory. And Blue Dabadee Dabadai says, WW2K was part of my childhood legendary games. It's not as good as SmackDown versus Raw or just a SmackDown game. SmackDown 2, Know Your Role. SmackDown, Shut Your Mouth. SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. Tremendous. And obviously No Mercy. As Ella Toon walking off to the applause of the fans. I know what K-pop is. Ball over the top again. Hard is in behind. It's been the difference. And just kicks it out. But she really has been the difference since she's come on. Again, I go back to it. I'm just not sure why Mark Skinner made that change, taking Nikita Paris off. I felt like she was a really good outlet. Maybe it might have been like a legs thing, just maybe being tired, but... Alessia Russo trying to win the ball, just can't. It's Sam Kerr on the left-hand side. Oh, goes past Letizia like she's not even there. Ball in. Oh, she skied it over the bar. That was the chance. Should have been 2-0. I tell you what, Sam Kerr is just playing with United at this point. It's absolutely brilliant. She skips past Maya Letizia. Again, like I said, she's not there. Look at it. It's so easy, so simple. Just drags it. See through the leg. See you later. Cuts it back. Should be 2-0. Should be 2. United get away with one. And ball by Mary Earps. Turner. Foul. Free kick to United. Still time for United, but we're running out. Just under 9 minutes remains of normal time. Not sure how much stoppage time will remain. And I haven't really tested the keeper at all in the second half. That's the problem. Galton went for the cross. Cross blocked. Keeper hasn't been tested. United haven't been testing the goalkeeper. There's a feeling of inevitability about this one, unfortunately. Good tackle. It's a Chelsea throw-in. Captain Caveman said, still haven't seen Mina on the pitch. I think maybe it was an autocorrect thing. I think maybe it was 2,000 likes, which was still quite a way off. 8 minutes remain. Abahit says, why do you treat Owen like he's 80? Because I'm an old soul. That's why. Enjoy the classics. Yeah. Oh, some people, by the way, this just popped into my head at the moment. Have people seen like the AI songs recently? Of getting people that are like dead to sing songs or cover songs through AI. It's incredible. And there was a Drake song. He's not dead, but there was a Drake song with The Weeknd that was so good, AI, and it was on Spotify. They had to get it taken down, but it sounded like it was them. I swear it was them. I can't remember what it's called, but what was it called? What was that song called? What was it called? Heart on My Sleeve. That's what it was called. It was incredible. AI, man. It's terrifying. Heart on My Sleeve. You're right on Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die. And then there was a whole big thing about it. Throw into United, though. Come on, believe. Believe. Throw in. Russo. One of the rare times she's touched the ball in the second half. Out wide. Can you keep it on? Just about. Skips past the player. Good. Into the box. Cuts it back. Oh, Russo, you missed it. She scuffed it. Oh, that was the chance. That was the moment. Ah. That was the one. Manages just about to keep it in. By Bajé. Skips past Jessica, cuts it back. Russo. If you want it to go to one person, Alicia Russo in the box, scuffs it. About 12 yards out. That was the moment. Oh, no. Mark Skinner knows. He's thrown his hands in the air. Man. But Chelsea players down. And if anything, you Mark Skinner, you probably say to your team, like, you've got 5 minutes plus stoppage time. You'll probably get a little bit more. Go for it. That was better. Be direct. Don't go long ball. Be direct. I was just seeing a replay of the goal by Sam Kerr. And again, it was coming. They got a warning just a few minutes before from Harder that she got in behind and they should have scored. And it happened again. Raymond says, "Oh, would you ever think of becoming a coach manager?" No, I mean, I you know what it is? It's really difficult. I've got a few friends of mine that I used to play football with at a fairly high level, and they've sort of gone into coaching. It's difficult. It's really hard, particularly at sort of a youth level, because people just don't really want to listen to you. And I was the same when I was younger as well. Colin says, "Nah, this song is way too good." Are you referring to Heart on My Sleeve? It's insane. Like, for an AI song that wasn't done by either The Weeknd or Drake, it's nuts. And it sounds real. It's good. Like, it's really good. I said AI, like, it's only in its infancy. And it's getting better as well. It's nuts. Ball into the box. Come on, United. I feel like that was the chance, though. Goal kick to Chelsea. 4 minutes remain plus stoppage time. Can United find something late to get themselves back into this one? Can extra time be forced? First ever FA Cup final they're in. Only had a women's football team for the last 5 years. Well, a resurrected women's football team for the last 5 years. I just hope this isn't the beginning of a couple of Wembley defeats for us this year as well. That would not be ideal. Lauren James is coming off for Chelsea. Buchanan is coming on, a defender for Lauren James. Lauren James kind of turned to the United fans there. Of course, used to play for United. Captain Caveman says, how do we know this is real Owen? Well, the real Owen has not existed for a long time. I've always been AI. Yeah, always. Free kick for United. Ball in. Headed away. How do we know anything's real? We've got to that stage of the match view. Opportunity for United going forward here. Not the right pass. Opportunity. Here comes Harder. Hit up the pitch. I'd be furious if I was the Chelsea players. Here come United again. Throw into Chelsea. Mark Skinner still barking out instructions on the touchline. Doesn't look happy. Sam Kerr's got the player of the match, it looks like. SJ says you're becoming Marcel. You know what the problem is with Marcel, yeah? Is that a lot of the stuff he says is crazy and it ends up being somewhat accurate. Now, I'm still saying time not being real. That's probably a stretch for me. He said a long time ago we should get Harry Kane. But I still stand by when he said it, it was a very long shot. He was saying it like last summer. We've got to get Harry Kane. And the answer was, at the time, Tottenham had just finished in the top 4. And they had Antonio Conte. But a lot can change in 12 months, can't it? Warsaw's in the chat, obviously, as always. Meh. Meh. Harry Kane come to United. Meh. The last minion says Qatar over Sir Jim. I think it goes Marcel, then Qatar, then Sir Jim. That's who we really want to take over. Marcel's millions. Throw into United. Poor touch from the Chelsea player, from Carter. One more opportunity. Believe. Believe. Ball in the box. Flick on. No. Goalkeeper picks up the ball. Minimum of 6 minutes. 6, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 minutes of additional time. Mark Skinner's talking to his coach. What are you going to do? Do something. Get players on the pitch. Throw people up front. Believe. Thomas looks to be coming on for United. For who? Martha Thomas, but for who? For Hayley Ladd. Hayley Ladd's off. And Martha Thomas is on. Man United's number 9. Throw in for United. Gotta believe. Believe. Mary Earps. Siren to go. That means something good's going to happen. Ball over the top. Not a bad one to run onto. Good pressure from Thomas. Throw in. Says give the ball back. Now a couple. Throw in for United. Abahit says, Owen, did you watch the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie? Yes, I did. No spoilers, but I thought it was excellent. Throw in. Finds Russo. Another throw in for United. Time running out. Ball just about kept in. Oh, it went out for a pissing throw in. Oh, that's poor. Chelsea are comfortable. That's the problem. They're comfortable. Captain Caveman says, first half dominance was crucial. Indeed it was. Not long remaining. About 3 minutes and a bit. Long ball. It's not a bad one. Not a bad one. Kept in. Oh. Believe. Believe. Ball in. Decent. Header. Oh. Oh. Now the offside flag went up. Just need a set piece. Need a set piece or something. Three minutes remain. Goalkeeper taking her time, taking his free kick. Bit of time wasting. Long ball up the pitch. Flicked on by Sam Kerr. Is there one more opportunity for United? Can they create something? But you can't do that. You can't just do long balls that go out for throw-ins in that instance. You just can't. If you're going to go long ball last minute, you've got to put the ball in decent areas. Not long balls out to the flanks where it just strips out for a throw-in. Another ball by Chelsea up the pitch. Sam Kerr. It's not going to be contested. Flag's gone down. It's easy. Oh, I tried to play the ball in. Now it's gone up for offside. Well, what a waste. You've only got a couple of minutes left and we're still doing this thing where we're waiting ages to put the flag up. Ridiculous. Mark Skinner's telling them to get everything forward. Ball up the pitch. Header. That's a United throw-in. That's better. Now, don't rush it still. You've still got to be smart. Well played by the captain, Zellum. Ah, blocked. By Harder. Long ball. Headed away. No, second balls. Well done. Travel. Travel with it. Travel with it. Keep going. Well done. Now give it. Well done again. Ball into the box has got to be good. That's a foul, ref. Go down. Our ball. Corner ball. Come on. Come on. Apparently I'm butchering. I won't say the name. If you let me know phonetically how to say it, then I'll say it. Apologies. Mary Ups is going up. Mary Ups is going up. Goalkeeper is in the box. Come on. One last opportunity. Ball in. It's a terrible corner. Header. Wasn't a foul. Was not a foul, referee. Throw in. Believe. I tell you what. The ball in has to be better than that corner. Time is running out. Long throw. Oh, do something then. Throw it in the box. Throw. Flicked on. Headed away. Good header. Garcia. Ball in. Ah! 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 Oh! Oh! It was tipped away. I actually give the foul referee. Oh, I thought that was it. It was nearly the moment. Nearly the moment. It's recycled back in. This is a really good ball in. Garcia, great ball. Keeper just comes out, kind of doesn't deal with it. It nearly dropped. Oh. I thought that was it. Keeper just does enough. Ah. I think that's it. People say the screams are suspect. I'm watching the final. This is going to be it. And there you go. That's full time. Chelsea have won the Women's FA Cup 2022-2023 by 1-0. That's what's done it. A Sam Kerr goal in the 68th minute is enough for Chelsea to win. United played well in the first half, but dropped off, and the experience, the know-how of Chelsea was enough. And second half, they certainly dominated the proceedings and won the game. A record-breaking attendance for a domestic women's football match. Unfortunately, United tried, but just towards the end couldn't do enough. Second half drop-off was there. Should have been more clinical in the first half, and it's Chelsea that have won the Women's FA Cup. Congratulations to them, certainly, but disappointing. Commiserations for the women's Manchester United side. But look, they should be really, really proud of themselves. They've accomplished so much, really. You know, again, they were only sort of resurrected, shall we say, 5 years ago. It's their first ever FA Cup final in 5 years, and you're going up against a side as experienced and as good as Chelsea. United's time will come. If they continue to do what they've been doing, their time will come, certainly. But unfortunately today, it wasn't enough for Manchester United. So there you go, guys. Appreciate you all joining me for this match view, this Women's FA Cup final match view. I wish we could have brought you a better result. I wish we could have brought you a Manchester United trophy at Wembley. Here's hoping that the men can do more than this and actually win at Wembley. But hey, today it wasn't meant to be. Anyway, guys, look, I'm out of here. As I mentioned, stay tuned for plenty of reaction from Wembley. Of course, Minna was in the press box with Josh, Flex, and I believe Marcel were there. So reaction is still to come from outside Wembley, so stay tuned for that. Also, later today, we are going to have an update on the takeover at Manchester United 2. I'm out of here. Have a great Sunday afternoon, morning, or evening, wherever you are, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Peace.